Shalom, Havadim. How's everybody doing this morning? It is Tuesday, August 7th. I got it right. I hope y'all had a good weekend and a good, happy Monday. I'm doing great. I'm, of course, on my way to work. But where I work, I was telling a friend of mine, where I work, I'm in the maritime industry, so I work right on the water. That's a requirement of the company I work for, the agency I work for. So we have to be near water, to be near vessels and ships. And I lost my train of thought, but basically every day I go to work, I never feel bad on my way to work. It's a blessing because I love being around water. I love the free-flowing nature of water. And it's just beautiful looking out my office window and my scenery. I have a scenic view of water and yachts and ships and just peacefulness. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Have you ever had a job where you go on it, and I've had a few, where you go to your job and you feel miserable driving up? I've had jobs like that, and it's just not a good feeling. And when I accepted this position, that's one thing that I prayed to Abba about. Please allow me to have a job where I feel good driving to every day, since I have to work, since I got to pay my bills, I guess, right? No. And he's done it, he's done it for me. There's not a day, I don't have a bad day. I really don't. I might have an emotional day, or I might have a day where I'm not feeling at my best, but a bad day, oh no. But I can think of some times in the past where I was having a bad day. But I don't have bad days anymore. And I was telling another friend of mine that. And she was just like, that's good, because she remembers. There's been plenty of times in the past where I literally was having a bad day. And you know what? Actually, let me correct that. It wasn't that I was having a bad day, because as long as we wake up on this side, we're having a good day, as long as we open our eyes and the Father allows us to, share in His revelations and walk in His Ruach. We're having a good day from the moment we open our eyes. I think back then, I would say I was having a bad day or an awful day, because I didn't understand that. I thought if things weren't going my way, or if I have to deal with something from the day before that I didn't handle, or if I just was in worry thinking something was going to happen, it just not walking in the Ruach, walking in my flesh. So that was a bad day to me. And even now, just Vanessa being in this state of mind, sometimes, my thought process isn't on, I take that back. I was going to say it isn't on Elohim, because it's always on Elohim. But sometimes my thought process, when I'm going through things, I might not immediately tell myself, oh, I'll make it through. Abba, I'm going to give it to Abba and leave it there. But He knows, because my heart, our heart is such a precious thing. And it's like a secret chamber that only the Father has access to. We don't even know our hearts, but He does. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, even sometimes when I go throughout my life, or I interact, with different people, or I encounter a situation that's going to put a little pressure on my life, even when my mind, or just my thought process, is not thinking that, oh, Abba will take care of it, or okay, it's just one thing I have to go through. my heart is there, even when I don't realize it, but he does. I don't know if that's making sense, because I'm just, I'm not, this isn't planned. Y'all know I'll just be talking. But the Ruach and Yahweh and Yeshua, they know my heart, and they know your heart, even when you don't. They know where you are. It's so beautiful that Yahweh, Abba, he just knows the end from the beginning. And I guess another thing, that I'm trying to say is, because they know our heart, we don't even realize that that's what gets us through and keeps us calm when we encounter situations that bring about a little pressure. Not necessarily bring about an awful situation, but just bring that pressure that makes us, makes that reality that we're living in kind of bend a little bit. Never breaking, because Abba's always there to make sure we're not going to break, as long as we're putting him first and making him number one on a list of one. But just that pressure, just bending a little bit, that's what keeps us calm. Him knowing our heart. He's the rightful reader of our heart, and only him. We don't know our heart. That's why people say, well, God knows my heart. Yeah, he sure does. He does. He knows our hearts. And he knows it better than we do. So, yeah. Back to my job. No, I'm so grateful and appreciative to have the job I have, to be of service. I wake up every morning and I give my first fruits to the Father, and I just thank him for revealing himself to me today. And I thank him for allowing me to be productive at work, to my employer, and to keep me as a valuable asset in that office and in their minds and their hearts, so that when I'm not there, I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe that Abba puts me in their hearts and in their mind at my job, to where they eagerly anticipate me coming back. That might be just a vanity in me, because look, I'm awesome, okay? No, that just might be the vanity in me. I don't know. I just trust him. That's the bottom line, I just trust him. No matter what I'm thinking at the moment, I trust him that he knows where my heart is, and that he knows anyone that I encounter or that I'm around, he's going to do what's necessary for me to stay in their, I guess, good graces. Because my ultimate goal is to please the Father. So if I'm pleasing him, he's going to make sure that I'm being respectful at my job. I'm being respectful to people that I encounter. I'm not dealing with any pressure that comes my way. I'm not dealing with it in the flesh. I'm dealing with it in the Ruach, because I'm at a point in my life that's the only way I know how. And if I do slip, he's going to check me real good, because he does that. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to know that he shows up strong for us on our behalf. Even when we're not thinking about it. Just simple things, little things. And that is the way. Not in trembling and fear for what the church or the pastors can do. Not calling someone, your deacon or your minister or your priest, or not even necessarily your earthly biological father, but calling on Yahweh. This is the day Yahweh